Let's get started. Welcome from Berkeley. I'm glad that everyone's here. Our class, plan to get you out on time. If I don't and you need to leave, feel free, totally get it. And it's just an hour class and it's most likely not heated where you're at. So just be aware of your body and be mindful about not hurting yourself as we practice. Okay, welcome, comfortable seat. Close the eyes. And start to notice how the body feels. And start to connect to deep Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose, big full breath. And exhale through the nose. Big full breath. So we're setting the foundation of the practice, building a sense of awareness, right, through concentration by noticing how the body feels. And we're using the breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Let's connect a little bit more to the breath this morning with some breath retention. Super simple, inhaling for 5, holding for 10, and exhaling out for 5. And I'll count for you. Exhale all the breath out to start. Good. Inhale, big breath all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold the breath for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let the breath go for 5, 4, 3, 2. At the bottom of the exhale, just pause before you start inhaling. You start to notice that space between the exhale and the inhale. There's a space there. Inhale, big breath all the way up for 5. Yeah, okay, holding the breath for 10. Good. And then exhale, let the breath go for 5. Good. Some of you might know Uddiyana Bandha. If you do, you play with Uddiyana Bandha by keeping the breath out for a moment and suctioning the diaphragm up toward the rib cage. And then release that bandha if you have it applied. Releasing, good. Inhaling for 5. A little more breath. Good. Holding for 10. Some of you might know Jalandhara Bandha or a throat lock. Also, Mula Bandha can be applied to create some awareness, bring you into the practice more, but also moving with the prana, allowing the prana to be contained within the torso. Good. Then release the bandhas. Exhale, let the breath go for 5. Good. And bring the hands into prayer and find the heart. Reconnect to your deep Ujjayi breath. So the breath and awareness are the foundational aspects of the practice. And I would suggest to you that an intention also has the propensity or the potential to take this practice even deeper. And so if there's another intention you want to play with today, like whatever it is, I totally get it. And what's been coming up for me is actually something I read Some of you know Janet Stone. She's a friend, fellow yoga teacher that teaches at Yoga Tree Castro around the world. And she had a really great Facebook post that I shared last week, and I want to share with you today. And that is, and I'll paraphrase it, public service announcement. This time during the pandemic, when you're shelter in place, counts as your life. I think for a lot of us, we are kind of waiting for something to happen, and there's a lot of life to be lived between now and then. And I would suggest to you that there's a lot to learn between now and then. There's a lot of beauty to be seen as well. So we're so focused on getting out of this time spent at home, we're missing a lot of beautiful moments. And it just so happens we have a practice that can help support that experience, to notice, to begin to notice more and more. So today in our practice, just keep it simple, using the tools of the practice, breathing, feeling, noticing, to come back to the present moment and track and notice what's going on in this here and now. Okay. All right. Let's set our intention today with one Om, and recognizing that we are sharing an Om from around the world. I think we have someone from Sweden on the Emma. Hi, Emma from Sweden joining us. So even through Europe, we have people connecting in this practice, this intention of creating more peace inside of ourselves. So just knowing that our community is wide and broad. Good. Exhale all the breath out. One Om. Inhaling. Good. Release the hands. Open the eyes. Pardon me. Find your way onto all fours. Tabletop position. And just simply let the neck relax. Move your head back and forth here for a moment. Explore your neck release. There, those of you that are, pardon me for a second. That's the worst, huh? Sorry about that. Those of you that are listening along to Spotify, make sure you're playing the playlist here. Start to move the right shoulder forward, right hip back, coming into side cat stretch. Inhaling into the right side body, big breath. And then exhaling, moving on to the second side. Going on to the second side, take a deep breath here into left side, left rib cage spreading. Inhaling. And then exhaling, moving back and forth on your own. Side cat stretch. I'll take you through cat cow in a moment. Just spend a few moments focusing on the side body. And then coming back to neutral, coming into cat cow. Inhale, let the belly relax. Looking up. Good. Exhale, chin the chest, back rolls up, push through the hands. Good. Inhale, looking up, belly releases. Good. Exhale, chin the chest, back rolls up. Good. Inhale, looking up. Good. Exhale, chin the chest, back rolls up. And then coming back to neutral. Coming in a tabletop abs, lifting up the left foot first, reach out through the ball of the left foot. Tuck tailbone, feel the abs engaged a little bit here. Good. Reach the right hand forward, spread the fingers wide, like you're reaching across the way to shake someone's hand, but you have gloves on and you just recently sanitized your hands. Deep inhale, exhaling. Knee to elbow to knee. Not sure if it's too early for pandemic jokes. Inhale, reaching the hands forward, stretching. Good. Exhale, knee to elbow to knee. Inhale, reaching. Good. Exhale, crunching. Good. Inhale, reaching. And then hand comes down, knee comes down. Second side, lift up the right foot, reach to the right foot back. Tuck tailbone. Then reaching left hand up, deep inhale. Good. Exhale, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthening, reaching, stretching. Exhale, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. One more time. Inhale, reaching. And exhale, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Inhale, reaching. And then hand comes down, knee comes down. Do a couple rounds of cat-cow, side cat stretch on your own. Maybe even doing some wrist stretches before we come to the next pose. Coming back to neutral. Lift up the left foot, bend the left knee, left foot, bottom of the foot facing up toward the ceiling. Reach back with the right hand, grab onto ankle foot, push through the foot, and then tuck tailbone slightly down. So you're bringing some awareness around your pelvis to support the lower back. Breathe into the right side of the chest, right upper pec area, right shoulder, and wherever you're feeling this, breathe into that. And then right hand comes down, left knee comes down. Second side. Lift up the right foot, bend the right knee, reach back with left hand, grab onto ankle foot. Again, engaging the right quad, push through the foot into the hand. By doing that, you're opening up the left side body a little bit more. And then right knee comes down, left hand comes down. Walking the hands forward into puppy dog for a little upper back shoulder stretch. Even more here. My cat just happened to get in the way at that moment. Press through the fingertips. Elbows are off the ground about 2 to 5 inches. Make sure they're off the ground. And breathe into upper back and chest here. Hips are above the knees, so it looks like downward dog with the knees on the ground. Releasing out of there by sliding onto the belly and chest for Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Feet are about hip width apart. Tuck tailbone, pull the chest through to lengthen out the lower back. Inhaling. Exhale, lowering. Reach your hands out to the right and left of you for T on the floor here, into shoulder opener and chest opener on the floor. Good. Turn the face so that the right ear is on the mat. You're facing toward the left side of the mat, left wall to the left of you. Good. Roll over onto the right side. Walk left hand in toward the chest, left foot behind the right knee. How's the breath here? Some of you might be feeling more open. Bring left hand behind the lower back. You can also interlace the fingers here if your shoulders are feeling really open. That's a little bit much for me. So the way I do this is I actually press the left hand on the floor and modify how much stretch through the right shoulder that I get by pressing hand on the floor. All right, releasing out of that second side. Left hand reaches away. Roll over onto the left side body. Right hand walks in toward the chest. Right foot behind the left knee. Right knee facing up toward the ceiling. You guys can hear that, but my cat is cleaning my hair right by the pot, so I apologize. Deep inhale. Exhaling, coming back onto the belly and chest. And then push yourself back into extended child's pose. Just pause here for a moment, releasing through lower back. Just a reminder that if you feel out of breath, or you just need to take a moment, you can always come into a pose of your choice. Extended child's pose is a great chill pose, just offering this one up as a possibility if that supports you. All right, roll yourself up. And I think it's time for the abdominal thing. Let's do this thing. Elbow to knee variations. Yay. Come all the way onto your back. Yeah, I'm reposting the Spotify playlist, Olivia, just so you know. Come onto your back. Okay, elbow to knee variations. I like to show the more chill variation for those who work with your lower back stuff where you just need support today. Feet can be on the ground. That's the chill version. Okay, so just keep your feet on the ground if you need to.
You might want to tilt the camera a little.
Okay, thank you. Feet on the ground, or bring the knees over the hips. How's that? Is that better? It's kind of funny how things shift. Bring the knees over the hips, hands behind the back of the head, and release the fingers. Good. Feet and knees about hip width apart, and feet are just below the knees. Inhale, lifting shoulder blades off the mat. Elbows reach up toward the sky. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows toward the left thigh. Reach out through the right leg. Right foot is about 3 to 4 feet off the floor. You're lifting the shoulder blade off the mat. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back at the ground. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows toward the right thigh. Reach out through the left leg, lifting the shoulder blade off the mat. Good. Inhale, back to center. Knees over the hips. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows toward the left thigh. Reach out through the right leg. Reach out to the ball of the foot. Lift the shoulder blade off the mat. Good. Inhale, back to center. Knees over the hips. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows toward the right thigh. Reach out through the left leg. Lifting the right shoulder blade off the mat. Scissor inner thighs together slightly so you're turning on the inner line of the core as well. The core turns on a bit differently that way. Inhale, back to center. A couple more rounds here. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows toward the left thigh. Reach out through the right leg. Pull the belly down with the shoulder blade off the mat. Good. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows toward the right thigh. Reach out through left leg. Pull the belly down with the shoulder blade off the mat. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. 2 more rounds. Exhale, elbows toward the left thigh. Reach out through the right leg. Pull the belly down. Curl tailbone up a second time and lift the shoulder blade off the mat. So you're starting to feel the core turn on even more. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows toward the right thigh. Reach out through the left leg. Curl tailbone up again. Shoulder blade off the mat. 1 more round. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows toward the left thigh. Reach out to the right leg. Curl tailbone up again. Shoulder blade lifts up off the mat. Good. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows toward the right thigh. Reach out through left leg. Curl tailbone up again. Lift the shoulder blade off the mat a little bit higher. Good. Inhale, back to center. And bring the feet down, avoiding your cat's tail if it's on your mat. Good. Pause here for a second. Just breathe here for a moment. And then reach down, tap the fingertips to the heels. Feet are about hip width apart and parallel to the sides of the mat. Turn palms, the hands to face up. Inhale, tuck the tailbone with the hips up to the sky. And strong legs. And lift your toes up here. Squeeze the knees gently in. And breathe here all the way up to the heart. Some of you might like to interlace the fingers underneath the buttocks here and roll their shoulders underneath. If that's your practice, feel free to do that. For me, I like to explore turning my thighs on more, and by the way to do that is by lifting the hips up toward the sky. You start to feel your thighs activating more that way. 2 more breaths here, big full breaths. Yeah, tuck the tailbone, lowering all the way down. Roll over onto the right side. Got about 5 breaths to come into downward dog. Five breaths. Take your time. Put the legs out here. All right. One more breath. All right. And walk your feet to the front of the mat. Come in a ragdoll pose. Reach over and grab onto opposite elbows. Flip back and forth here. Releasing the hands down. Roll yourself up. All right. Walk your feet to the front of the mat. Bring the hands in prayer. You know, I always think about the analogy I can use with the yoga practice and how I live my life. And the example that I'll give you that kind of goes along with our theme is that I remember I've had a bunch of injuries throughout the long period of when I started practicing in about 2001. And one of them was a shoulder injury. And I remember like holding on to the shoulder for 6 months and kind of like, it would always show up in my practice. I'd be really irritated and just wanting to be done with. And once I started to kind of to turn toward the injury and honor the injury and start to modify the practice and started to maybe even do a whole different practice. I did some restorative during that time period. And there was so much more life there and beauty there and much joy. And so I would use that as an example for this life you're in right now, right? And so just honoring the little tweakiness that's going on in the body, holding a space for it, just like this crazy time in our life right now, all right? Classical sons, moving mindfully and honoring the body. Inhale, reaching the hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, stepping the left foot back, left knee comes down. Low lunge. Give a stretch of the left quad, reach the hands up, little back bend here. Good, exhale, hands come down. Stepping the right foot back, plank. Knees come down, chest comes down. Coming into low cobra, walk the hands forward, lift the chest up, pull the chest forward, inhale. Exhale, lowering. Find your way back into downward dog. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward, right knee down. Low lunge. Reach up, sink in, feel. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Hands can be on shins for support if you need it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. If you like cactus arms, bend the elbows. Gentle stretch the upper back and chest. Good. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer and find the heart. Again, inhale, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, stepping the right foot back. Right knee comes down. Low lunge. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the left foot back, plank pose. Knees come down, chest comes down. Again, low cobra, one breath. Inhale, lifting. Pull the chest forward, lengthening. Exhale, lowering, downward dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward, left knee down. Low lunge. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Again, you can bend the elbows here, cactus arms. Good. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Okay, that was one round. Let's keep moving. Inhale, reaching, classical suns modified. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, stepping the left foot back, come into high lunge. And exhale, hands come down. Step the right foot back, plank. Knees come down, chest comes down. Coming into either low cobra or regular cobra, your choice. Hands can be underneath the shoulders if you like. Exhale, lowering, downward dog. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward. High lunge, come on up. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Again, bend the elbows. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer and find the heart. Other half of that sound. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Stepping the right foot back. High lunge. Little back bend here at the top. Tuck tailbone. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the left foot back. Good. Your choice of vinyasa, maybe Sphinx or Cobra variations or upward dog. Your choice. Exhale, lowering. Inhaling. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward. High lunge. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Okay, one more, sun. B series. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back. Vinyasa. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward, right heel down. Warrior one. Sink left knee over left heel and reach out to the back right foot. Feel the stretch of the right quad. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping left foot back. Vinyasa. Good. Downward dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward, left heel down. Warrior one, reach up. Again, knee over heel. Left hand reaching back. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping right foot back, vinyasa. Good, exhale, downward dog. Bend the knees, look between the hands, deep inhale. Exhale, jump or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Pause here in chair. And a deep inhale. Chair twist, left elbow or right thigh. Good, making a fist at the bottom, hand, top hand clasp over it. Bottom, the elbow that's resting on the right thigh is pressing into the thigh to lift the chest up off the thigh a little bit higher. And do that on the exhale, and you feel it feels a little bit more supportive. There's other variations, obviously, right? You reach your left hand down, right hand up if you like. Good, inhale, back into chair. Exhaling, right elbow, left thigh, twisting. Good, inhale, back in the chair. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back, vinyasa. Good, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, reaching left foot up toward the sky. Pause here for a moment. Feel the stretch of the back of the right leg, reaching the right heel toward the floor. Bend the knee and open up the hip here. Inhale, reaching left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward. And inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose, placing left foot through, right heel down. Warrior one, come on up. Into Warrior one, brain cradle. Interlace the fingers, place them behind the back of the head. Good. Well, getting curious about this pose, sink the left knee over left heel. Lengthen up. Good. Breathing here up to the chest. Good. Breathe deeply here. Living in this moment. Morgan Freeman from Shawshank Redemption. You guys know I love this quote. Either get busy living or get busy dying. And waking up in this moment, breathing big, feeling. Tracking pleasure. Right? It's a good way to start to live fully in the moment. And inhale, reaching the hands up. And then placing the hands onto the hips, turn the back toes under. Make sure the feet are about hip-width apart here to give you some more stability. And then bring the hands behind the lower back, interlace the fingers. And coming into a high lunge with a little chest shoulder opener. And some of you might need to bring the right knee down here if you need support. Coming alive in this moment. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And then hands come down. Bring the right knee down. Hands on left thigh. Bend the right knee, reach back with the right hand, pull the right foot in toward the buttock. If the back knee is on the ground, the left knee, if it feels all right with the knees, can slide over the left foot so it comes across the plane of the heel of the foot. Good. Now, if you want more, left hand reaches up and comes onto the back of the head for a little bit of a quad stretch with a little bit of a chest opener here. Big breath. All right. Releasing the back foot down. Hands come down. Stepping left foot back. Vinyasa. Exhale, lowering. Inhaling. And exhale, downward dog. Pardon me. Inhale, reaching right foot up. Again, pause. Reach out through left heel to feel a stretch. And then bend the knee and open up the head. Inhale, reaching right foot up toward the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. And inhale. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Placing right foot through. Good. Warrior one. Set your warrior one up, right? Feet about hip width apart. Right knee over the right heel, reaching the hands up. And then hands come on the back of the head. Brain cradle. And release the fingers in the non-habitual way. So crossing the fingers one slot over on the other hand. And sink in. You know, having Quinn, some of you don't know, I have a 1.5-year-old girl at home named Quinn. Having her has been a really good reminder about just really honoring the precious moments that I have with her. I'm thinking, you know, she's so cute right now and so much fun, and I'm sure she'll get cuter, but like I'm just taking in the sweet moments of when she hugs me and I breathe them in. And those moments are happening all the time in our life. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Not necessarily about with Quinn, but you know, you get the idea. Hands on hips, turn the back toes under. And bring the hands behind the lower back, interlace the fingers, sink in. How's your breath? Inhale, reaching the hands up. And hands come down. Lunge variation. Bend the left knee, reach back with the left hand. Pull the left foot in toward the buttock. And this could be it today. If you want a little more, right hand lifts up, right hand on the back of the head. So there's a gentle back bend here you can incorporate into this, right? That you can have the hand on the back of the head. You can just hang out here, or on the next inhale, telescope the ribs up a little bit, and then with the exhale, let the head relax back into the hand, so that subtle chest opener. And releasing back foot, hands come down. Step the right foot back, plank. Vinyasa. You got downward dog. Inhale, reaching left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose, placing left foot through, right heel down. Warrior two pose. Come on up. Good. And coming into your eagle arms, wrapping left arm underneath the right arm, elbows to shoulder height. Your left arm comes underneath, grabbing your left hand onto your right palm. Noticing my right palm is spread really wide. Good, sinking the left knee over left heel. And rotating. There's a lot of ways we can explore this. One is allowing where the torso kind of naturally gravitates to. Like, for example, when I'm doing this, my elbows are actually leaning a little bit more toward my left foot and leg, even though I'm in Warrior Two, which is facing toward the right side of the mat. Or you can start to work your torso and arms to face toward the right side of the mat. Play with that and see what feels best for you. I'm noticing actually it feels a little better to kind of find a neutral space where my body shifts me to. All right, inhale back up to Warrior Two. Straighten the left leg, triangle pose, left hand reaches forward and down. Right hand reaches up. Opening the chest here. If you want, right hand can come behind the back, half bind. Chest opening. You can't grab on to inner left thigh, grab onto your t-shirt or waistband. All right, so I have the right hand on right hip, moving into half moon. Shift the weight forward into the left leg. Left hand comes down about 12 inches from left foot. Strong right leg. Reach the right hand up. And also come into quarter moon here. Bending the knee, reaching back, grabbing onto ankle foot. Somebody can start to balance, lifting the left hand up off the floor. Again, if you have the hold of the foot, push to the foot, just like we did earlier in class with tabletop bow, half bow pose. All right, reaching right foot back, strong leg. Step back to Warrior Two. Inhaling. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping left foot back. Vinyasa. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, reaching right foot up. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward. And inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, knee to nose, placing right foot through, left heel down. Warrior Two. And eagle arms, right arm underneath the left arm. Elbows shoulder height. And again, working with the foundation up. Feel the feet on the ground. I prefer to lift the toes up. Right knee over the right heel. Pull the left hip back. Breathe here up to the chest. Elbows shoulder height, and let the forehead release into the forearms here as well. One of the tenets of our practice is a quote. I think it's either Mary Oliver or Sherry Huber, and I apologize. I'll figure it out, look it up. But how you do anything is how you do everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. And inhale back up to warrior two. Straighten right leg here. Exhale, reaching the hand forward and down, triangle pose. Left hand reaches up. Half bind if you like. So if we're checked out in the practice, we're not paying attention, we're distracted, we're numbed out, we're angry, all those things, right? That's true what's happening in our life. We can practice. What we practice, we become. Right now, it matters most what you're doing in this moment. Left hand on left hip. Bend the right knee. Coming into your half moon pose. Shifting the weight forward into the right leg. Right hand down. Left hand reaches up. Some of you can do the quarter moon if you like. Half moon or quarter moon. Bend the left knee. Reach back. Grab onto ankle foot. Right hand can float off the floor here if you like. All right, reach your left foot back, step the left foot to the back of the mat, warrior two. All right, exhale, hands come down, stepping the right foot back, vinyasa. Good, downward dog. All right, walk your feet to the front of the mat, come up to standing. Let's explore standing backbend. It's also camel on our feet. If you'd rather do this on your knees, you can. Feet are about hip width apart. Turn them back to you so you can see my hands. Hands on lower back with the thumbs almost touching each other, the sacrum. Tuck tailbone, lengthen up. And come on back into your standing backbend. Squeeze elbows in. Breathe up to the heart here. Inhale, come on back up. Place the hands on the heart. Just feel that for a moment. All right. Moving into dancer pose. Shift the weight over to the right foot. Bend the left knee. Reach back. Grab onto left foot ankle. Good. I prefer to grab onto inner foot. So we can grab onto the outside of the foot. That feels better. Begin to lean forward. Push through left foot, reaching the right hand up. So we've been here before all throughout the practice. I mean, it's obviously a little bit different than kneeling doing this. I'm coming in from half moon, but it's pretty much the same thing. Push through the left foot. Tuck tailbone slightly forward and down. So you're bringing some awareness from your pelvis. Lift the chest up. Reach out through the hand. How's the breath? One more deep inhale. And with the exhale, slide the left knee alongside the right knee, releasing left foot down. And shift the weight over to left foot. Bend the right knee. Reach back with the right hand. And reach out to the right foot with the left hand up. How's your breath here? Use the strength of your leg to help open the chest and the heart. Alright, and bring the right knee along the side of the left knee. Shake the legs out here. Place the hands on the heart. Just breathe, feel, notice. So important to pause throughout the day and notice what's working, what beauty is happening in the moment. So we're living a more robust life, not just getting through this moment, we're taking it in. All its craziness and all its wonders. And releasing there. Come forward into a forward fold. Bend the knees. Got a couple of choices here. You can make peace sign fingers, grab onto big toes, or if you're looking for a little bit of a neck release, and release the fingers and place them on the back of the neck, the head. Have the pinky fingers at the base of the skull. Forearms along the jawline. Releasing the hands down. And come all the way onto your back for pigeon on your back to lying down spinal twist variations. And right foot on the ground near the right buttock. Left ankle on the right thigh. Left arm comes through the legs. Right hand comes around to the outside of the right thigh. Grab onto the back of the thigh or to the shin. Gently pull the thigh toward the chest. Keep reaching the left knee away from you at the same time. All right, now listen carefully. Keep your left foot where it is on the right thigh, but bring the right foot down and release your hold on the thigh. I'm doing this up here, so if you get confused, you always look up here. Take your right hand, place it onto your left ankle foot, lying down spinal twist variation. Shift your hips over to the left a little bit, and then let your legs release over to the right. Left bottom of the foot comes onto the ground. Left knee facing up toward the ceiling. Good, left hand on the back of the head. The right thigh can gently press into left ankle foot to stretch through, to support the stretch, I would say. Right, inhale, coming back up. Left foot on the ground, right ankle, left thigh. Right arm comes through. Left hand around, grab on the back of the thigh, the shin. Gently pull on the thigh and shin. At the same time, reaching the right knee away from you. All right, the left foot, releasing the hold on the leg. Left foot comes on the ground. Left hand grabs onto the right ankle foot. That's the foot ankle that's on your left thigh. Shift your hips over about an inch or two toward the right. Let your legs release over toward the left. Lying down spinal twist, figure four legs. Right hand on the back of the head here. If you get this right, it's a really sweet stretch for the right side body. Like one of my favorite lying down spinal twist variations. Which is kind of challenging because they're all just pretty amazing. But this one's really sweet. Right, inhale, come on back up. Come into happy baby. Let's finish up the practice with happy baby. All right, final resting pose. Shavasana. Got about 3 minutes Shavasana here. Let your breath go. All right, start to bring conscious breath back into the body. Moving your fingers, the toes, hands, feet, ankles, and wrists. Reach the hands above the head. Into a deep stretch, deep inhale. Exhaling. Bring the knees and the chest. Roll over onto the right side. And push yourself up into a seated position, keeping the eyes closed just for a moment longer here. And bring your hands in prayer. Finishing up this practice with a quote by Leo Babauta. So uncertainty can be enjoyed if we think of it as play. If we think of it as creation, learning, exploration, curiosity, finding out, experimenting, openness, and newness. It's courage. Be courageous today and put yourself in a place of uncertainty. And then let your heart fill up with the freedom of not knowing and flying without a plan. Take a deep breath up and just see if there's some truth in that for you. It's kind of scary, but there's some truth there. And I'm bowing forward with love, with gratitude. May our practice provide us healing, and may we reflect that healing out into the world to help create more peace. Namaste.